I've got this assembly, and it's actually got a sheet metal component in it. It's got this handle and these hinges, and I want to do an analysis on it, but I want to kind of simplify it a bit before I do the analysis because I don't really am concerned about the exact shape of how this door is. I just want to see that as I reef on that handle, is it going to work and not just rip the door right off those hinges. So let's go into our environments and let's launch the Nastran in CAD environment. And what we're going to see is that it creates some idealizations for the solids that it's found, which is fine because it found solid objects and that's what it used. Now I don't really want to use the find thin bodies because I don't want it to go out and find every thin body that's in here. I want to be specific about which objects I want to work with, and that's why I'm going to use the mid surfaces option. So I'm going to select mid surfaces, and it's going to allow me to select the solid bodies. So this is really just like the opposite of the find. The find kind of finds everything and you deselect what you don't want, whereas with mid surface you go out and you be specific about the ones that you do want. So let's select this component, let's select the door itself, and we'll click OK. And now what it's going to do is it's going to replace those with the resulted mid-surface objects. Now I'm getting a message here that I've lost some things. It's because I've actually removed solid objects directly from the analysis. So it's giving me a warning here that it's actually going to remove an idealization type as well. And I'm actually okay with that. So it's really just a warning. I mean, I know it comes across as like this big error, but it's really just a warning. So solid 1 disappeared because of what we changed. Now what it also did is it created these shell type mid-surfaces. So now they're just called mid-surfaces, but you can see that they're just a shell element idealization, and we can see the faces that it was applied to. Now if we just zoom in here a bit, what I can see is that even though that was a sheet metal component, it did go out and it found all the faces and it replaced those faces with the mid-surface types. So again, mid-surface and fine thin bodies are really generating the same element types, the same idealization options. It's just, do you want to select all and deselect what you don't want, or do you want to be specific about what you want to work with?